निपुण भारत, निपुण भारत। निपुण भारत।
Hello friends, Namaskar. We are working in the education system for quite some time. While working, we are seeing success and failures. We need to understand something about why we get failures. I personally feel that we are getting failures because we are stuck on some and we are not in a position to move ahead. Let us understand the situation that we are in. How can we move forward if we are stuck on the same level? Then on which level are we stuck on? What do we see in our classrooms? There are children on different levels in our classroom. So which are those three levels which we are talking about? In our classrooms, we realize that some of the students learn with a lesser speed, some students learn at a medium speed, and some students learn at a higher speed. Let me repeat. Some students in our classroom learn at lesser speed, some at medium speed, and some are learning at higher speed. Do you agree with me? I feel that whoever is a teacher will agree that in my classroom I see these three levels of students. I observe that some students learn at a lesser speed, some at medium speed, and some are at a higher speed. But you will realize that for every student, the speed of learning of different subjects is different. Normally, do not feel that the child is learning at lesser speed in every subject. Neither we can say one student is learning at a higher speed in every subject. We need to understand that every student of our classroom is a special child. Every student is different from each other. And if the student is different from each other, then the speed of learning is also different. And for him, the speed of learning for every individual subject will also be different. For example, if we tell one of our students to swim, then it may happen that the speed of learning of swimming may be higher. But if you ask the same student to learn mathematics, it may happen that he may have a lesser speed of learning maths. So for the same student, the speed of learning for swimming is more, but the speed of learning mathematics is less. If you take other student, then it might be completely an opposite case. It may happen that the speed of learning for mathematics is more and speed of learning swimming is less. This means that a subject for liking of the subject or the interest area determine the speed of learning for that particular subject. Take an example of your own classroom. Then you will understand that there is difference between two intellectual powers. What are those two intellectual powers? The first intellectual power we notice is the linguistic skill. The other intellect that we are talking about is called the mathematical or logical skill set. There are three levels in our classroom for our students based on linguistic skills and logical skills. There is one category which has lesser speed of learning for linguistic and mathematics skill. The students that learn at a medium speed for both linguistic and mathematics skills, and students who learn at higher speed in both. These are the three levels of students that we see in our classrooms. I am repeating it once again. Every student in our class is special and speed of learning for everyone is different. But if we do not think in terms of single child, but an overall class, we see three levels of students: lesser speed, medium speed, and higher speed. Let us now understand it from the grading point of view. According to this, the students who learn at lesser speed are on Asar. What do we mean when we say that students are on Asar level? When we say that a student is on Asar level, we mean to say that the student finds it difficult to read and write, even learn the basic of subjects. The medium speed students we see are on the NAS level. What are the NAS level students? These are the students who have completed the basic or the Asar level and moved ahead. Right now, they are working on the level of what is expected in the classroom. The third one are the PISA level students who have crossed the level of what is happening in the classroom. They can also learn new things with the great speed. These are the three levels that we use for grading. We use these steps does not mean that the teacher is doing it by themselves or the system is asking them to do so. All we ask the teachers to understand the construct of his classroom, that in your classroom, not all the students are on the same level. They are on different levels from which you can think of. And because they are on different levels, you should understand that the relationship that you share with your students, is it because you are a teacher or is it on individual level? We will realize that we are connected to the students broadly because they are in our classroom, not as an individual child. We will understand what does it mean by students on Asar level or students on NAS level and the students on PISA level. To understand that, we first need to understand what these three levels are. What is ASSER level? These are the students who are finding it difficult even to match the basics that are taught in the classroom. Then what are the basics we are teaching? Basic means the assessment of ASSER, Annual State of Education Report Survey, that is conducted. In that survey, we understand that many students from Maharashtra or national level are on ASSER level.